sit next to someone.
Yeah, I saw Soccer told me he bought FM23.
Oh, nice.
He was dude. As of last month, he was still playing FM20.
Insane. That was actually the last FM I played, I think. When I recreated.
So last FM you would have played too, because then they introduced XG.
Yeah. I think that was the first FM that let you make custom teams. So
Yeah.
I made anti-transphobia action. And I replaced them with Spezia. That's why I have weird attachment to Spezia players. So I'm like, oh, I remember these guys from my FM20 campaign.
Like in FIFA, that they just give you a bunch of random players instead of real players.
Yeah.
I wish that was better too. Or like create a club in FIFA. Because your kids end up being so bland.
Yeah. That's all I want in FIFA, man. Just let me add a sponsor.
Yeah. The problem is, like, it's not like 2K or MLB The Show where, like, you can actually rely on people to upload stuff and not be offensive, because you can, like, generally police it in one language. But the problem with FIFA being that, like, every country has somebody who plays FIFA.
Yep.
So, like, the offensive stuff gets through the censors very easily. So it's like, you can't allow anything. I mean, that being said, there have been a number of times where I've seen somebody create the Confederate flag and then it'll be the show.
Most normal American player base. Nice.
Yeah. I can't imagine if they let you do it on NASCAR what people have done to that. I love MLB The Show. Knows how to tickle me when they let you have a two-way player. I hate games that are like, no, your player can only get so good.
Yeah. So I've been saying they added that feature just because of Utani coming to the league.
Yeah, they did.
So many MLB The Shows, never once have they thought, you know, it would be cool if we could let players just do both. The second Utani enters the league, well, I guess we need to implement this now.
You know what's funny is I chose like velocity and power hitting as like my two key attributes.
Yeah.
And the archetype is called Swolhey.
Swole. Oh, this track is hard.
This year I chose to go into the meme, so I'm playing for my Seattle Mariners, who I have no attachment to. I haven't ever watched a game of theirs.
Their new great young hope is Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah, I know about him. I know him and Kelenic. And, I mean, I know of the players, obviously, but I don't actually watch. And they have former Cy Young winner, Bobby Witt. But yeah, their stadium is really cool, which is part of the reason.
Yeah.
But also, good color scheme. And also just, fun. It's like a fun young team to play with,
Yeah, MLB, all these young black Latinos are saving the sports because they're the ones bringing all the new fans.
Yeah, like Acuna.
Yeah, and Ellie De La Cruz on the Reds. That guy is literally an MLB The Show player. Hits for the cycle in his 15th ever game. Something that guys haven't done in their entire careers. He does it after 15 games. And Reds won like 10 in a row.
Shortstop and being 6'6".
Yeah.
In the past 1980s, that guy's getting thrown into left field. They're like, yeah, you can hit the ball hard and you're big. Okay,
Yeah.
time to go into the corner. Forget what you can do on defense. We're throwing you in the corner. But you actually have to pick a position for what you may play, even though the play is DH most of the time. But I picked third base because it's like outfield most of the time. It's just go over here and catch the ball. Badair's super team of Qatar lost to Haiti today.
It's so funny how hard he ripped them in the World Cup and they were quite bad.
They were worse than Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I guess Saudi are like not bad at football like in general.
I
But
mean,
Qatar was like
for,
historically
since the
bad.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saudis have been playing football actually properly since like the 90s. With like Al Awairan. That was no before. Yeah, that was no The only part that seems a little bit of the show is that I feel the need to go up and hit the first pitch every single at bat.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem when I was playing. I only started getting good at patience towards the end. Like, I would always take the first pitch no matter what, even if it looked good. Like, it might never know, it might drop, it might just drop off at the end. That's what they tell you
when you're 8, bro. That's what they tell you when you're 8. They're like, dude, settle in, settle in.
Yeah, but like I loved the first pitch like double. It just got me so excited. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to wait for a round for you. I have a plan.
I know. And then you just ground ball with the second baseman.
I think the game is just a little bit too conservative with its like management, because like I always want to bat first because I like stealing bases and stuff, but because I also have power, they always make me bat fourth, and I always get like less at bats than I want. Like most games, I'll finish with 4 instead of like 5. This is like kind of annoying. It's like, just put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Just let me cook from number 1 like Acuna Jr.
starting against the Braves now.
I always enjoyed pitching whenever I tried it. I like the timed mini game aspect of it.
Yeah, I don't have the I don't do the whatever it's called, the full control pitching.
Ooh, we take those.
But there, man. Somebody said Jaden Sancho for 45 million pounds is a deal you can't overlook. Put him in a well-run squad with a clinical striker and he'll thrive. And the there goes. So where does he go? Where is this team that will pay 45 million pounds and whatever wages he's on, and that has a clinical striker?
Yeah, it's just scary how finished Man U is, man. Nobody joins them for sporting reasons, and once they join, nobody ever leaves, for any reason.
Yeah.
Being a
Phil
fan
Jones
must
was
really
still on their books last year.
Crazy. They are worse sellers than Milan.
Yeah, well, at least Milan sells, as we've seen.
Only now. Maldini in 4 years sold 120 million. And we just sold 80% of that right now. How the hell am I supposed to round that?
I love how the football fans' solution to things going wrong at the club is to wait for new owners.
Wait for what?
Wait for new owners.
Oh yeah.
If we just get bought by somebody who's a good owner, then everything will be okay, guys.
That's why I feel like American sports has really prepared me for what football is going to become over the next decade. Because basically we're at the point where only a few teams can compete. All the clubs with history are now too poor to do anything serious in this new era. They're all just going to become Red Star Belgrade. So the only joy that you are going to get is just going to be from cool players joining or young guys developing and becoming good. Just basically just being a Giants fan. That's just life right now. Milan is never winning a Champions League.
You're the fan of a AAA team.
Yeah, Milan is never winning. That's just football now. If you weren't elite in 2016 or if you are not owned by a country, there's no destiny that you have anymore. The only thing you can, the only joy you can find in the sports is just random away win against the top ranked team. And then it's like college football.
No, not even, bro. The amount of joy that I got in 2018 from Schalke only losing 2-1 away at Bayern.
Yeah.
It was something, man. It was
literally
Franco
just
DeSanto scored in that game.
Literally just college football fandom. You just hope for an 8-4 season. Respectable, nothing is a disgrace.
Yeah.
And
no, college football is good. It's well, I'm not catching Alabama and Georgia, so the best season that I could have ever hoped for, Tulane had last year. So I don't know where it's going from there.
And it's ironic, college football is actually the best comparison for football right now, because college football is what happens when you don't make a Super League. When you just allow every big team to just be Bayern in their own league, that's what happens. That's why the NBA exists. Because if the NBA didn't exist, the Lakers would just be the Bayern of California, and the Brooklyn or the New York Knicks would just be the Man City of I guess not the Knicks. The Spurs would just be the Man City of Texas. The reason why you put all the rich teams in one league is so that they don't just fucking become parasites. And if you tell British fans, they're no, we need the honor and privilege of losing 5-0 to Man City every year, because we need to somehow pretend we're playing the same sport. And if you tell a Crystal Palace fan, wouldn't you prefer if the Premier League was actually a fair competition and not just Man City playing reserves and winning 7-0 every week? they'd be like, no, we need to keep up the myth. We need to, you know. I was like, man, that's just like prison, man. No one is free. But like in America, them just acknowledging that like the point of all of this is to just have a good entertainment product. Like they don't really fool themselves about like any sort of like, oh, the history and the fucking.
The amount of people that talked about NBA ratings this year. What will this final be for the ratings? Meanwhile, the NBA is cashing in $300 million in advertising checks.
Yep. Like the stuff. Honestly, the thing that I think would like just save football is if like fans just stop pretending that like these clubs care about like their local communities or anything like that. Like all these clubs are run like multinational companies. Like they have CEOs, they have shareholders, they have advertisers, they have business interests. Like none of this stuff. They don't give a fuck about the local fucking fisherman who comes to the stadium every Sunday since 1970 with the sun. Like that's not really why they exist anymore. Like Liverpool does not care about Merseyside farmers. Like Liverpool Football Club is just the name of a brand. Like they don't really have any sort of. That's not why. They honestly have. Like they care more what Nike thinks about them than like Merseyside local council. Like if you tell that to British fans, they call you a Nazi because it's like, how dare you trample the legacy of British football? But it's like, and like, how dare you Americanize the sports? But I'm just like, they're the ones that Americanized the sports when they decided to make the Premier League.
Are literally owned by MSG.
It's like no one told them to stop doing the first division with equal revenue sharing. They're the ones that decided to make the Premier League and make it basically a super league in England. But like they don't want to take the logical next step of that when the money becomes too much.
The Bundesliga is actually like lowest of keys. The Bundesliga is actually because we don't have like the TV deal, so to say.
Yeah.
But we have like prize money that gets distributed based on finish. Which is why Schalke, even though we got relegated this year, we're going into the second Bundesliga with like the highest budget. Because we're basically like, yeah, no, we still have money.
Yeah.
We don't even have a shirt sponsor. Which a lot of fans are like, don't have a shirt sponsor, which actually would be kind of cool. Except that it ruins the aesthetic of the shirt sometimes.
Yeah. There should just be rules for sponsors like Serie A does now, where like you can't have like stupid logos or blocks. Like you can just have one solid color and only text and nothing else. No logos, just text. But what annoys me with the Super League discussions, especially in like for British fans, is that when they don't understand that like already as things are, the values of these leagues are just massively inflated by these big clubs existing. So like any money that you think you're getting, like if your whole argument is that like if the big six or like top six left the league would be devalued, that means the league is already devalued because you already know that like without those top six it's not actually worth that much. And it's like if clubs are bankrupting themselves trying to compete with these like top six clubs, then like just stop. Like the only way it can be sustainable is if, like, let's say in America, like all these like minor league stuff, all this AAA stuff, like the reason it's like that is because that's what will allow it to be sustainable. Like, can you imagine if you carried the fucking like Gwinnett Stripers and told them to play one season in MLB and compete with the same, like have the same salary caps as everybody else, run their club with the same budget as everybody else, like with the stadium revenue that they have, with the advertisers that they have, with the sponsors that they have, they would literally be bankrupt in like 9 months because like you need a certain level of revenue and like brand like size to be able to participate in MLB. That's the reason why those teams are like that. Same with like if you carried some random G League basketball team and put them in the NBA and told them to play one season, like that's insane. But that's literally what we do to Luton Town every season. Luton Town gets promoted and we tell them, oh, congrats, you're a Premier League club now, good luck, I suppose. And then when they win six games and get like 12 points that season, everyone is wow. I can't believe the Premier League is so like that. Just shows you how difficult it is. So I'm just like, what are we doing, man? Why are we kidding ourselves? And I'm like, you can have promotion and relegation if the league's actually competitive. Like before the Premier League existed, promotion and relegation mattered because teams weren't like that disparate in like quality. Like difference between the last place in Premier League and like the first place in Championship wasn't really that much. Like they could meet in the FA Cup and either team could win. It wasn't like a disgrace. But now the difference is
that's absolutely why I like that France is now doing the Bundesliga thing of getting rid of two teams.
Yeah.
Every single year, it's like there's two teams that are not good enough.
yeah.
So
So Ligue 1 is becoming 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ligue 1, they relegated 4 to this year, and they only promoted 2. It
Oh,
also
yeah.
happened because of because COVID hit and the TV deal that they had
Oh yeah.
dude, they're all broke. Like
Yeah.
they're so poor.
I think
They were
Serie A might do that soon because it's the same story in Serie A.
oh man,
I
everyone.
think these leagues becoming 20 in the first place was always like a scam sort of.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when the Premier League used to be 24?
Yeah, crazy.
That's why Alan Shearer got all of his goals because he played in Mickey Mouse 8 other games.
Man, someone said it in it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Premier
but-
League fans talk about do Americanize my sport and they don't look at the Premier League Hall of Fame, which is such a disgrace. All the players in the Hall of Fame will come from 5 teams. And like, what American sports do you know that is like that?
No, brother, don't you know, bro? They're the best teams in the league, bro. It's just
Insane.
It's always funny the random players that were like good but not like amazing. Like they put in like the whole thing in the NFL.
NFL Hall of Fame is just like, yeah.
People
Hall of
enter
Fame-
the NFL Hall of Fame with Browns jerseys, man. Do you think for as long as we live, we'll see anyone enter the Premier League Hall of Fame with a Norwich City jersey or an Aston Villa jersey?
Man.
Like, it will never in a trillion years happen.
Man, hang up man, I'm trying to think of some random baller, bro. They need in the Ben Arfa, bro. Put Ben Arfa's QPR.
I would
jersey.
put Morten Gams Pedersen jersey in the Premier League Hall of Fame, personally.
Oh, get a Blackburn jersey in there.
Yeah. Blackburn used to be a serious team, and that's what makes me so sad. Like, there's no reason why a team like Blackburn shouldn't be in the Premier League right now. Can you imagine? It's like if the Bears went in the NFL. How can you have the NFL without the Bears? No matter how garbage they are, the Bears
We
win
basically
NFL
had
every
that
season.
last season. We basically had that last season.
Hey, they'll be good this season, bro. Trust.
Yeah,
I
but
think they will actually.
it just kills me how like America just acknowledges that everything is fake, so let's make it good. But like in England, they still convince themselves it's like real. They still try and convince themselves there's like some magic to it. Like everything is artifice, so let's just make the artifice like pleasing. Let's make it cool. Let's make 4 divisions and people play their division rivals or whatever, and like it's fun. But Britain is like, oh, we need to stick to tradition. We need to stick to penalty shootouts and extra time and FA Cup
No.
replays.
We need to see City steamroll Premier League like for the whole time, bro. Come on.
Dude, the way rival fans
Tradition.
were celebrating. Man City winning 5 Premier Leagues in a row.
Dude, that was so funny, bro. I
Dude,
was like, yo,
isn't it
yo.
insane that Man City won their first Premier League, but everyone still rooted for Inter, who have won 3, because they know football is actually finished. Like, they know that like it seemed like Inter is actually the underdogs, even though Man City have never won before.
Man, I thought Inter had a plan for me, bro. They almost did.
Yeah, they almost did. It's crazy. Lukaku, he had to miss
Dog.
like from point blank.
So bad. And then he
Dude.
stopped the goal too.
He stopped the goal. He stopped. It was, man. I feel bad for him, man. This has
That
been
was
6
scary.
months of like 6 months of actual trolling for him, man. His performance against Belgium, against was it Croatia? Croatia, where
Yeah,
it was
Croatia.
where he was oh man. I pray for him, bro. I'm like, man, how do you like? That's like, bro, like the whole world is watching you, like just blink, like twice, and it's not even like one chance. Like, obviously you have to be good enough to get yourself in those positions, but it's like, brother, you blinked like twice in 2 games, at least 6 chances, bro. Oh man, that's crazy. Like I was like, man, it's like it's like one of those things where you're just like, bro, are you just like mentally just messing with yourself, like missing these chances? Like it can't be, bro. Someone of your quality can't be missing those shots. But I digress. That was just a side tangent about Lukaku being crazy bad.
I think you could also, if you want to talk about the Americanization of the moving of Wimbledon to UK dominance.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
It's funny, they also like surface at playoffs and stuff, and like that's not Americanized. Like they fucking love promotion playoffs and shit. Like, what do you think?
They don't understand the endorphins you get when your team fucking wins in the playoffs.
Like even just the idea of like an all-star game, people became
That was
so
crazy,
triggered
bro.
by it.
Look at like I'm like, I don't know. That was really dumb. I was like, dude, all-star game for leagues would be so much fun.
I am so glad I don't use Twitter because I would get upset with all that.
Dude, they're just, I don't know. I've had discussions with my friends about this stuff, and they're like, yeah, this would be cool. And these guys, like, they follow soccer a lot. Like,
Yeah.
their biggest thing, though, is, like, people being like, oh, the Saudi league, bro. They're buying up all the talent and everything. And I'm like,
What a new thing.
dude, we were literally talking about this yesterday. And I was like, guys, like, and they agreed with me. They were like, I was like, dude, this is inevitably how soccer is going to move since the creation of the Premier League. Like, let's just become accelerationists and, like, just, like, call it a day.
Also, like, what a thing that is like unprecedented. One league buying up all the talents because they have more money. Wow, that never happens in football right now as we speak. The Premier League doesn't just bid 50 million for worthless players just because the clubs have more money than they know what to do with. The Premier League doesn't buy players like the biggest NPCs you've ever seen. Just spend like guys like Crystal Palace outspending Inter. And that's just normal.
Brother, don't you know those Brazilian kids were growing up in the streets talking about, I want to play for Watford, bro. Come on, man.
The hilarious part is that, like, of those players, I think the first one to actually say, like, I love playing for, like, Man City is, like, Haaland. Because his dad genuinely played for them.
Also, people forget, Man City has been good for a long time now. Like, we're not in high school anymore. Man City has played over 100 Champions League games. Those guys have finished above Man U 10 seasons in a row. Like,
Dude,
I feel like people kind of like, they don't want to accept that time moves forward. They see any child that grew up in like 2007, as long as they've been alive, Man City has been the best team in England, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, they won their first, right? They won their first title like my 7th grade year. Because the next season was Lukaku like went crazy against Fergie for the last season, right?
Yeah.
And Fergie won I remember, because I remember when Lukaku went crazy. So that means the year before. Yeah, dude, I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
And like these guys had just won their first thing, dude. He's old as hell now. Lukaku's like literally. Yeah, he doesn't feel that old.
He doesn't feel old, but like he's been playing for over a decade.
Yep.
That's literally been like 12 years.
He played for West Brom when he was like 19.
Yeah, the season before. Yeah, it was the season before was when he got bought by Chelsea for the champion. Yeah, something like that. Man, yeah, people saying City aren't a real like. I'm like, brother. He's like Paris said. All the youngsters, they grew up on these guys being actually good.
It's great. Man City has played over. It felt like a fake start because I didn't realize how much time passed. But like those guys have over 100 Champions League games. Like there's a lot of teams that don't have 100 Champions League games. Like big teams that don't have 100 Champions League.
It's really been 12 years since they won their first title. Like they're insane.
They already have more Premier Leagues than Chelsea.
More Premier Leagues than the Arsenal, am I right, fellas?
All I can say is I know
they have 200%.
I know that I can sleep well at night. That my club identity will not change. Because we are going to be poor until the day the club burns down.
Oh yeah, the knowledge that like even like quote unquote big teams like Roma and all these guys are just still gonna be broke as hell. Is like,
Oh yeah, dude, that's just football now.
It's so
Like I was talking
liberating.
about it with Roma Rush the other day.
it's
Where
so
I'm just like,
liberating, bro.
every team will just like become this. Like that's just the way that's the direction the sport
Bro,
is
yeah,
heading.
I saw that conversation, bro. Yeah. No, it's so liberating, man. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta sell some random youngsters to like Ajax for like 3 million plus so we can get money for the season. I'm like, yeah, okay. It is what it like. It's inevitable. And there was a point I was gonna make. I remember like there's some news about some Italian kid who plays in Portugal second division. He's like moving to Qatar. I saw dudes was like getting mad. They're like, oh, he's throwing away his career, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, he's 18. You really don't even know if he's actually gonna be good or not. Like,
So like he can always just transfer.
yeah, if he's good enough, teams are gonna get him. I'm like, bro, why
Even
not?
if he's bad, man, somebody's going to take him.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, bro, he's probably gonna make more money in this one stint than like he would probably ever make.
Yeah.
That's especially when you teams are going to be a professional fully or not.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, bro, you don't like teams still don't know if you're gonna be good or not. They don't
I
know.
say
what
that.
you're gonna do.
I say that, and then I immediately go, Marius Bolter, please don't leave me.
Is
the guy-
Bolter good?
That's the Awashi philosophy, man. You just have to make it however you can.
Literally,
Whether
Bolter
it's-
was a mechanical engineer before he was a professional footballer, and he scored 11 goals in the second last year.
Marius Bolter saved my club.
We said that we want 5 million for him, and we're not going to do his price. So some club has to come up with 5 million if they want him.
Man, that's special. 5 million leagues
There are
mountain.
8 teams in Bundesliga from the second division, which is crazy. Any other year, Schalke would have been like, oh, we want 5, but 3 is okay. And now we're just like, no, 5. Pay it or
Chad.
leave,
Chad's Schalke, bro.
basically. No, it's because we like stabilized our financial situation a whole lot. Like we basically in the second division, we didn't have a player that was making more than like 1.5 million a year.
Bro, can you break it down into week wages for me, bro? That's how I play Football Manager, bro. So you know this.
Uh, 30K a week.
Wow, that's how much I pay like my youngsters, dude.
That was the most we were paying anybody. Okay. It went up for the first division, obviously. But when we went back down again, all of our contracts are written that if we're in the second division, then the wages go down automatically. This is why last
Yeah.
time we had a problem because like Harry and Serdar were both making like 5-6 million, and we were going down in the second division. So we like just had to get rid of them anywhere we could. And now we're buying Ron Schallenberg.
Dude, I seen that Baldu Matriciani is playing for the German U21s, bro.
Yeah, he is so awesome.
Me watching him play. What is Blood doing here, man?
Well, first of all, him being on the under 21s when he looks like he's 40. And then he had an assist today too. As Germany lost to
Dude, is this really the future of Germany? Like, you guys are
Yes.
like, actually this bad? I knew they were
Yes.
bad. Like,
Germany's the worst team I've ever seen.
dude, there's
No,
no,
the under
Germany-
21s lost to Czech Republic.
they lost to Israel the other day too, bro.
No, they drew.
Mokoko and
They
some
drew.
other.
And they
They
missed
drew?
3 penalties.
Yeah, they missed 3 penalties. That's what I
Germany
remember
is
this
down 2-0 at halftime every game they play. It's honestly insane. I don't know the last time they like controlled the game.
the influence of Hansi Flick, bro.
Every game Germany plays Havertz and Werner and they just have a stroke. They just look like the worst team I've ever seen.
I think what was funny, and just like I guess shows like people like there's a lot of people who actually don't watch Germany. Is that people were like, man, Germany gonna be nice this year, bro. I heard this like
Oh,
With my friends. I'm like, brother, when was the last time you watched a German team play, bro? These guys they are stinky. And they proved it by being ass. Ass. Yeah, Ethan, are they just bad? Like, is it just like there's no
Yes.
good players right now, or is it just like
yes.
they've fallen back to their normal level of assery? Man.
Look at this 11 man.
Dennis Hussein Bashic. I saw that. Wait, I was reading. Yeah. Who's Kevin Schade? Oh, he plays for Brentford.
Yes.
Angelo Steeler, Yannick Cato, Tom Kraus, Noah Atubolu. Yeah, if I
Atubolu is going to be the starting goalkeeper for Freiburg next year.
I'm gonna be honest, if I wasn't a sick man in the head and like watch soccer like a sicko, kind of, I wouldn't know a single person's name.
It's okay because I don't know half of them, and I watched the Bundesliga.
I honestly only know Matriciani because of you, or else I'd be like, yo, who is this guy?
I have no idea who Hussein Basic is. I have no idea who Pride is.
I know who Med Basic is.
Different.
Really?
You don't remember Mohamed Basic, the Bosnian
Oh, oh.
midfielder?
Oh yeah, the Everton guy.
Yeah,
He
Right?
plays for Ferencváros.
Man, he was special, man.
that was my
That's
guy in FIFA 16, man. I repped him
Yeah.
so hard.
That half season
bought
at
him-
Everton,
I
that
bought
was
him on
that's
F-
spooky.
I bought him with Shakhtar when FM save, and he got like 3 red cards in the first 5 games, which is realistic. So I just benched him and never played him again.
Average, least aggressive Bosniak.
The Shakhtar save I had.
Oh my god, I'm getting, dude. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm playing 23 right now, and I want to shoot my player.
I was averaging like 1,000 passes a game with that team.
What a goal!
No, we scored goals, just not many of them. That was back when retained possession was an instruction.
Ew.
So you could play like super high tempo but retain possession.
Dudes was just running and passing the ball at the same time.
No, they would just like keep passing the ball back and forth. Honduras genuinely looks worse than Haiti and Trinidad.
Dude, why did our Americans tie with Jamaica, bro?
Did you watch the game?
No.
Did you see
That's why I'm
when
asking
the
you.
US played?
No. Who did they play? Wait, they played that Jesus guy. Jesus Ferrari.
They played the C- team.
Is that really who got called up for the Gold Cup?
It's literally part of the because you can make changes after the group stage of the Gold Cup.
Oh, so
Back
we're bringing
four that the US played was John Tolkien, Aaron Law, Matt Miazga, DeAndre Yedlin.
Masmia's got
Midfield.
2023, man. That's insane.
Man. Kelsey, man.
Midfield pivot of Aiden Morris and James Sands. And attacking midfield 3 of Jordan Morris still, Alan Segura, and Alejandro Zendejas.
Wait. Jordan Morris is in the Seattle kid who tore his ACL?
Yep, and has diabetes.
I just remember there was something funny about how he could have gone to the U.S. Not to Germany, but he was like, no, sir. I don't want to. Maybe I'm tripping. I swear there was a story about it, but it was funny. He's like,
What's
no.
funny is that Fito's doppelganger came on and scored a goal, so it was all good. Legitimately, Brendan Vasquez looks like what if Fito was an athlete.
You saying he isn't, bro?
Yes.
You're not wrong.
His brother is.
His brother is. Was.
Well, it was. Yeah, he's not playing He's not trying anymore, is he?
Don't think so.
Didn't he say that he like got some MLS stuff or whatever? Like to go to some tryouts or whatever?
Not
But he
sure.
like, just didn't go.
Real. Dude, 23 is so frustrating. I want to shoot like half my players, bro. These guys are so stupid.
Have you considered that maybe you've gone from having a super team to a normal team?
That's true. This is the first season, but no, I've been watching like Zealand play too, bro. And like these guys are, and my friend was also saying this.
Get a job.
Real. No, but they were saying, dude, like over the like balls over the top are like insanely OP. Like your center back will literally just freeze and watch it as the guy just makes the run behind him.
Is it time to reveal the 3-5-2 again?
I've seen it happen to 3-5-2s as well.
No, I meant for attacking.
Oh, yes.
Yo, I need to bring back the 3-4-3 that I used to play with Tepe. Yeah, you had 3 strikers. And it somehow worked.
Dude, I'm about to choke this title challenge to Milan.
What save are you playing? Oh, Mexico almost scored a 4th.
I'm playing a Roma save. I always start with a Roma save.
My God.
Brother, I have you know how special this football manager is? I have Tammy Abraham on 19 league goals. And then he got hurt.
Let's go, NFL.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was bad because had a very bad first game against Napoli. And then afterwards, he's like, I'm actually really good at this. And I was like, oh, thanks, bro. Didn't know.
Actually, pretty good at the football.
Yeah. My table's funny. It's me on top, and then Milan behind by 2. Napoli in 3rd. Fiorentina in 4th. Atalanta and Lazio in 5th and 6th. Torino in 7th. And 5th, 6th, and 7th are all in the same points. Inter in 8th and Juve in 9th. I'm like, yo, you guys suck. Ethan, what did you do? I said, what did you do today?
I basically got up and ate breakfast and started watching the Gold Cup.
When did Gold Cup start?
Well, the first game got delayed. Well, I got up and it was delayed. Rather, I finished eating and it was delayed. Because they played the game in Fort Lauderdale, and shockingly, it rained in Florida.
Yeah, it rained today too.
Yeah, same here.
Man, it poured, bro. I was literally about to go, like, to dinner with my friends, and then I look outside, and my mom's like, "Don't go." And I'm like I said, I look outside, and I'm like, "Oh man, this is really bad." Or what is it? Ethan? What's that saying that Southerners say? Your people say for rain when it rains really bad. No, the something the devil's crying or something like that.
That is not at all what it refers to when it's raining heavily.
Is that really it?
That's when the sun is shining and it's raining.
Brother, do I look like a redneck? I didn't know.
You sound like
That is, I try my hardest too. Dude, Buc-ee's, man, changed my life, man. So many rednecks in one location.
if I ever set foot inside of one of those, it's a private cup.
Dude, Buc-ee's is, when we talk about like the pinnacle of American civilization, that's Buc-ee's.
That's Fuddruckers.
Stretching the term civilization for that one.
Dude, there's just rednecks everywhere. Bro.
Yeah.
It was
that's
so
why I
busy.
avoided
It's,
everyone.
it doesn't move you, man. It's the Waffle House of gas stations.
No, they're well maintained.
True. But both are 24 hours.
To go on Tuesday.
Where are you going, bro? By car, bro?
That's why it's a road trip.
How long will you be gone, brother?
We come back on Friday.
That's too long, bro.
Okay. I'm going to the Gold Cup games.
Oh, actually, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
I get to watch the U.S. play against St. Kitts and Nevis. The same St. Kitts and Nevis that just got destroyed by Trinidad and Tobago today.
Are you talking about St. Kites, bro?
No.
I know, we had this discussion before.
And I also, so it's back-to-back games, so I get to watch Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago as well.
Dude, who are these guys playing for Mexico, bro?
It's the same thing as the U.S. that none of the big teams actually called up any of their good players. Like, Alphonso Davies is literally on vacation right now.
Is he gonna come if they make it?
To the knockout stage, maybe, yeah.
They called up Edson Alvarez. That guy,
Yeah, Alvarez kept playing.
he's going to, where's that place called? Dortmund?
It's hilarious that they're paying $45 million for him.
They're paying what?
Yep. I don't get it either.
So like, what is like Dortmund's actual hope for next season now that Bellingham isn't there anymore? Like, are they just going to like stop trying, or do they have a plan?
I don't think that was actually.
Interesting.
Wow, you said unpopular opinion. Let me whisper real quick.
I mean, he's a good player, but he's not
Like, he didn't contribute as much as people think, basically.
Yeah, he's not like an irreplaceable player.
Yeah. I guess I just had the feeling that like them making him captain that early must have meant that like he had some crazy contributions for them, and they're like, damn, we need this guy.
Now they said, how do we get him to stay one more
how many
season?
goal contributions he had last year. He had 12 goal contributions. I don't know, just from the eye test, every time I watched him, it felt like he was just kind of there.
Damn, the BT Awards are today. That's kind of sad. Those things fell off.
Award shows?
Yeah.
Award
Like,
shows in general.
No one really reads VMAs, BETs. Like, I guess Zoomers don't really watch music videos anymore, so that's kind of like a dying sort
I
of
mean,
like.
They're just gonna look up the results on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah. And I guess the attention spans for stuff like network TV has really dwindled. Because like I remember growing up, like half of like my memories are like watching MTV, watching Tracy music videos, going on YouTube, watching music videos. I feel like people don't really engage with that anymore. Like, to the extent that people like music, it's either like streaming or TikTok, and like everything is like very atomized. It doesn't feel as personal.
Oh, I was just watching a video today about the TikTokification of the music industry.
Yeah, it's very sad.
My eyes were open.
Because music videos used to be like my favorite thing about like keeping up with new music, seeing new music videos. Like around that time where like the Blueprint 3 was coming out, when like the Run This Town music video came out, and people were like, Jay-Z is part of the Illuminati and the Freemasons because he's doing the triangle thing with his hands. Like, these are just memories I have of music videos. And I just feel that people don't really like care anymore.
You will be able to tell very quickly why I will watch anything that she posts.
Oh, is it Minale?
No.
Oh, that means it's someone I don't know. Is it in voice chats?
No, I sent it in your DMs.
Dude, I know exactly who this is, and I'm a sick man because I also like watch every video by Gatekeeper.
That's
When
what I'm saying.
when she
I'm not
there was a
talking
video
about.
there was a video
I'm
that
not
she
talking about
mentioned
it because
exactly. There was a video that she mentioned the B word, and I wanted to kill myself. That's the worst nightmare when you discover a new YouTuber and they mention having a boyfriend. It's just like someone stabbed you. Like you're not supposed to. No, don't break the illusion, dude.
that's not how this was supposed to work.
Yeah, you're not supposed to just like.
No, but yeah, I'm totally on the same book. I'm like, I'm never gonna share her video.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Wow, y'all gatekeeping from me.
If anybody asks about, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't. Who are you talking about?
Yeah. Gabbyville.
Y'all some sick. You're a sick man.
See the vision. I say that, but I have definitely sent a video to someone as well.
I must have not been paying attention. I must have not
You
seen
definitely
it.
weren't. I think you were probably driving.
Are you
True.
fucking kidding?
But
When am
yeah,
I-
I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, you know, get the back pocket, you know. Every time I see the subscriber count go up, I'm like,
Mm.
Please,
Death.
no, please.
that's another 10,000 people who know she exists. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Yeah. There's advantages to going off meta in terms of, you know, women like that. Because the like the meta is always like the people with like 2 million and you know what they look like, everyone knows what they look like. The meta is like Livy. But I'm just like going off meta has its advantages because you get some slept on builds. But like Livy, it's when you open like dating apps and see women like Livy, you don't even bother swiping right because it's just like this person has 2,000 matches. There's nothing for me to do here. So
even if they were interested, would I even be?
yeah, exactly. I'm just like I don't know that.
In my head, I'm just like, this is they or not.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine having a conversation with Livy?
No.
Like just like a casual like you're waiting at the same bus stop.
I could because I would say how much I hate LSU.
Bro, did you know that Baby Gronk rizzed up Livy Dunn, bro? Come on, man.
It's the other way around.
Baby Gronk, bro.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Livy rizzed him up.
Sorry, bro. I've been outside rubbing the grass on my lawn, bro.
That guy definitely does it. But I think that flew over people's heads.
I just sacrificed.
Livy just rizzed up Baby Gronk.
The TikTok voice destroys me.
Yeah, it was really the voice, bro. I was just like, bro, shut that
Here
up.
are the top 10 things that happened this week on TikTok.
Man, I like deleted TikTok for like 2 months. Finally re-downloaded it. All I do is just watch fish on there, man.
Yeah, I open the app like once a week these days.
Like before I deleted it, it used to have a grip on me. And now I just deleted it. Got back 2 months. I'm like, I don't even feel like going on like half the time. I'm just like,
Oh, Kara, I have to show you that. I sent something to Klepto. You are going to kill me, man.
You're a sick man, Ethan.
Yep.
I'm dead.
The text is in the way. I need to see the whole thing. The aspect ratio is off.
It might be time to download TikTok.
It ruins the viewing experience, I think. I am not sending that to someone.
Why not, bro?
I don't want to be called names.
Ethan, I call you so many different names. Now you don't want to be called names.
Yeah.
TikTok,
Fair.
There's
think
a
is,
particular reason to not want to send this one.
Bro said, "Sorry, bro. This is a bit too horny for you, bro."
yeah, I think TikTok thirst traps a very saturated market these days
So true.
in terms
This is
of
a crazy way of saying it, but I agree.
like some of those girls have like 6-figure followers and they're just like normal people. They don't have jobs, they don't like do anything crazy. They literally just post their straps and they have bigger followings than some brands.
See, that's my thing for.
That's 1985. Like some 17-year-old high schooler can have more TikTok followers than a local printing business because she posts pictures of herself on TikTok or videos of herself on TikTok.
And Para knows this. The 5D chess method for
What?
Instagram thirst following is to not follow.
So
leave them in the recent searches.
So true.
No one can look at your following and see them there, but like it's the same recent searches every time.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally that is the go-to move, man.
You just leave them in there.
You don't even like save because it affects your like explore page and stuff. Just Just
no,
search.
I'm just
Don't
I'm just
like-
browsing.
you know who they are. There's no need to do anything else. As long as you know who they are, you're fine.
I'm just browsing. No, my explore page on Instagram is
Scary.
I cannot open it in public.
Yeah, I realized that the algorithm loves like stuff you save more than anything else. So I just like save art, like just drawings. My explore page is just like drawings. It looks like my Pinterest.
Oh, well then it doesn't do it for me because I have not saved anything similar to
Oh
that.
yeah, I guess it depends. It heavily
I
weights
think
like
it's
save
for-
stuff,
I
but
think
it
it's
also
for
looks
watch
at
time.
yeah, it also looks at IG reels. But I never watch the reels, so like I don't really like. The only thing I did was like I just took like 10 minutes to set my algorithm to show me drawing reels, and that was it. But like I don't really look at that part
The
of
first,
it.
the first post is the funniest one of them
The worst thing IG ever did was like no, it was like change the location of the buttons to show like the marketplace instead of like your likes and stuff. Like it was showing the shop. It was so fucking irritating. I hated using the app when it was like that. I think they've changed it back now or something because like I don't find myself complaining about it as much, but like it was really the worst thing about using the app.
Whatever you
No,
say.
no, it's still they put the reels there instead of the likes.
Oh, yeah, they
Like
put the
top
reels
of
there.
homepage.
Hey,
No, I think
I'll
on
just
one of my accounts, I think likes is on the bottom.
Were you gonna say Starcross?
One was like that for a while.
that's real. Ethan, did you remember that TikTok I sent you the other day? Scroll up like two links, bro.
Oh yes.
Was that Moving Man's?
I love Germany.
Man, I stand with the German people, bro. The people of Germany.
I already know I'm not beating the German allegations.
You should never. You are a sick man.
Well, you know more than most people.
Let's go to Germany together, bro. We need to visit the
You
people.
do not want me to visit Germany with you.
Women are honestly crazy.
So true.
We need to visit Mönchengladbach.
What kills me about IG is that like I don't use the close
Well, we
friends
can visit
feature at
Alex
all.
too.
I use the close friends feature if I ever do to like post what I would post on Twitter.
Yeah, like I literally just don't use it straight up. But like so many people add me to theirs. I feel like I still have the feeling that like oh everyone must get added to this, but like
Zoe,
the fact
I
that the
think
way people
Zoe
talk
used
about it.
for, I think Zoe used it for like inviting people to house parties. Actually.
Oh yeah, that
So
makes
she would
sense.
post one. She posted one on her Instagram story,
Yeah.
on close friends, and it was for her house party.
Yeah.
She has her own Instagram account dedicated to when she posts about house parties.
How do you know this more, brother?
Because I saw it on her story. And
Wow.
she shared, the way she did it was she shared a post from an account. Like, I guess her and Nat both run it, obviously. And then they just share it to each other's accounts of, like, on their page so that it doesn't get out
Real.
outside of the intended audience. Yeah, when Zoe was like, "Oh no, you can just stay at my place if you stay in London," I was like, "Oh, wow, now I might actually visit because I don't have to pay for the stupidly priced hotel."
So true. London hotels are insane, man. How anyone lives in that city is honestly insane.
I'm paying the bro.
The funniest part about a city is whenever it gets too big to the point where people ask you, "Where are you from?" And then you're like, "Oh no, I'm from New York," and they're like, "Yeah, but where?" That's how you know the city is too big. Like London is like that too, where people are like, "What part of London do you live in?" It's not enough to just live in London, and it's like, "Oh, you live in East London?" Ew. I don't even know where Zoe lives, but I imagine it's somewhere.
I imagine central London for some reason. A few of my Nigerian friends, like that went to school in the UK, live in central London now. Very how did you know my dad ...
Yeah. How did you know I majored in finance?
How did you know I went to university without student loans? There's very few international students that like take out student loans. Like that's not really how it works, unfortunately.
I know. I was telling somebody that like all of the Chinese students at Tulane about how they're the ones that are actually funding the university.
Those brothers are paying out of states, no scholarship, nothing, raw dogging university.
Those man, special man.
Those guys.
Bro, that reminds me.
Oh, follow up, by the way.
Oh,
LSU is apparently about to build a new library right next to the stadium.
They got dudes leading in that university, bro.
You know, yes, because I know a bunch of people who went there.
Bruh.
Anybody who goes to LSU from out of state is like
Stupid.
deranged. No, it's people who just go to party. But I mean, people from in-state are like just normal university students, just because LSU is like the university. Just why UNO, the school I'm going to, is so upset. Because they're like, why don't students from New Orleans go to UNO instead of going to Baton Rouge?
Sorry, brother, we just want to party.
No, it's just, I mean, people want to get away from their parents and stuff like that.
That is so true. Ethan, did you have a great time at Tulane, bro? Real.
I hated basically everybody there. It was my fault for majoring in political science at a university like that. Because that attracts a certain audience. Now there were some people that were
My brother got locked in with the neoliberals, bro.
there were a lot of people who were like that didn't want to admit to themselves that that's what they were.
No, brother, I'm here to change the world, bro.
Yeah, if it wasn't that, it was just, you know, very lukewarm takes on stuff. Like, the true colors were revealed whenever in my Middle East politics class we got to Iran having nukes.
Always.
When people are like, no, they shouldn't have them. It's like, well, actually, them having it probably makes the whole region safer.
Everyone's like, only America should have like nukes.
Yeah, that's why we let Pakistan have them.
No,
Yeah.
brother. We were talking, dude. Pakistan having nukes is one of the funniest things ever. They had to. They just had some random smart dude who was just like, screw it. I'll read the notes and figure out how to do
Yeah,
it.
it literally was that.
Dude.
No, but NATO's cool with Pakistan having nukes, but like anybody else, they're like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's good. I was talking about this with my friends recently. My
And
brown
India
friends.
too, dude. India isn't supposed to have them either.
Yeah, but if they let Pakistan have them, you know they have to let India have them, bro.
Well, yeah, India was the one that got them on the low, and then it was and then
Pakistan
got them right
made them
after.
because the goat had to figure out. He said, "Give me the papers, I'll figure it out myself." And then the Indians and Israelis tried to assassinate him. I have a friend who took a picture and had dinner with him recently before he passed. Or not a friend. I have a mutual friend.
Wait, well, Israel doesn't technically have them, but the U.S. has them. And
No, bro, it's not my nukes, bro. I'm holding. I'm
yeah,
holding.
no, I'm just holding them for a friend. Well, that's the same with Turkey.
No, brother, not mine. Yeah, no.
Oh, this weapon in my possession? No, I'm just holding it for a friend.
I was gonna say, bro,
Else has them.
Pakistan having nukes is like, what a coincidence. That is the most in top 10 worst run countries I've ever seen, bro.
I wrote a paper about this in that class about how it's actually very smart of Iran to be like. They're basically at a point where they are very close to being capable to have a nuclear weapon, but they never go step beyond it. So they always have the plausible deniability. Like they've well exceeded like the use for nuclear energy, but at the same time they haven't built a nuclear weapon because they know that's gonna cripple them even more. So like very smartly they're just like, yeah, we might have it. It's like very much like mafia threatened language of like, oh man, it would be a shame if you guys were to stop us from having nuclear energy. Speaking of which, I need to send this to Parrot. The environmentally conscious mobsters.
Oh my god, that's a hilarious TikTok.
So
It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Hey, that was the mobsters when they opened
hey,
up.
put them in the biodegradable body bag.
Dude. Mobsters when they open up a recycling center.
What Instagram account do you run the most, Parrot?
Finstar Parasol Storm.
Which one?
The Acrobatic Silky, I think it's called now.
Yes.
Only real Dandadan readers will know what Acrobatic Silky means.
Man, what a manga, man.
What a manga.
That is,
And it's
this is
still
the
like
funniest
very
video.
underground, which is insane.
So true. I remember someone on Twitter, I think it's
Actually, it wasn't
South-
me, because I'm pretty sure it was me that told you
wasn't
about
It
this.
wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. It was either South Carolina Chris, like Braves Chris, or it was Orgus. They randomly brought it up. They're like, dude, there's a new manga by Chainsaw Man's assistant, and there's
Yeah.
Obama in the first chapter, and I'm like, what?
I didn't know that I didn't follow you back on that one.
Yeah, I started reading like when it was chapter like 40, I think. I read all 40 chapters in like a day. That was like last
I
year.
remember you started after me because I remember you picked it up, and I was like, man, another reader, man.
Yeah. Because
Nah,
I was I was listening to like a podcast that talks about comics, and then one of the episodes was them reviewing the first chapter. Like it's just they just talk about random comics from wherever, and then just review like chapter 1 of everything and like talk about the art and stuff. And then when they mentioned that was a Chainsaw Man assistant, I'm like, damn, that means there's some sick drawings inside this thing. And I did see that there were some crazy drawings there.
My thing about it, like, I've introduced it to a few like people I know in like are in real life, and they're like, "So Starfrost, what is this about?" And I'm like, you know, that's a good question, man. It's about a lot.
Like One Piece, bro.
Nah, One Piece has like an actual villain, bro. Like this thing is just like, man, we got like there's like kaijus, there's like it's just like wow. I go in every week and I'm like, man, what new random villain will we see today?
That video is so good, Perry. Hey, get the biodegradable body bags.
I've been watching The Bear, and that TV show is so Chicago, it kills me.
Man, that's like, I watched The Bear season 1 last year when it came out, and I was like, man, this is like the first like TV show I've sat down and watched in like a minute.
Yeah,
I was like, man,
I felt the exact same way. I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching TV right now. Like, this is such an alien feeling.
especially like a reality, not reality. What would you describe it? I don't know.
It's like just like a drama. It's like how like The Sopranos was. Like, it's just a basic ass like it's so rare to see media about normal people now. Like, it's like how House MD used to be. Basically, it's just TV.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like, because if I do watch TV, it'll be like random like cartoons or animes. So
Yeah, like Game of Thrones, basically stuff like Game of Thrones. Like, I don't even remember the last normal show I watched that's about like regular people that like normies watch.
Yup, I was like sitting there, I'm watching this, I'm like, man.
But Ayo Adebiri, man, Nigerian queen. I can't believe what she looks like. Like, she looks like that in real life. And whenever I watch that show, I just get so distracted looking at her. I don't even listen to what her character is saying. I'm just like staring at her face. I was like, wow, people like this actually exist in real life. That's actually crazy.
Man, you were moved, man.
I was very moved. Sydney Adamu, very Nigerian name.
I didn't realize she was Nigerian until you like mentioned it. I was like, whoa.
Oh man, that's the most Yoruba name you'll ever see. Ayo Adebiri. That's what I mean, when you hear someone with the last name Ayo, already they're Yoruba, but then when you now see the Adebiri, that's like that's like, no doubt, it's definitely Nigerian.
My guy said I'm familiar with your game, bro.
Yeah. But she's one of those like she's just Nigerian in name. Like, she has probably grown up her whole life in America, and probably if her father has like tried to teach her about her culture, it wasn't like a big deal or whatever. Because like, I don't think she reps Nigeria like that, which makes sense. Like, why would she? Yeah.
I can teach her. Yeah, I got the T-shirt. Oh, good.
I'm good.
Not even a joke. I really have one Ninja. The one with the like Nike Ninja shirts and those. That thing gets used, bro. All I can say. It does give off some minor "am I invited to the cookout" vibe, but
It's funny, like when people are like conscious about that stuff, but like all you really have to do is just be normal about it, man. Like, I remember like in college,
exactly.
I remember in college there are people that were like, I want to get a haircut, and I know the black barber shop is good, but I don't know if I'm allowed to go. I'm like, bro, just enter and be normal. Like, just ask for a haircut and they'll give you a haircut. Like, those guys know how to cut white hair, but like, as long as you're not weird about it, no one will like care. It's like, it's funny, people think that like, oh, am I allowed to enter the black hairstylist, and is it racist to go to the black barber shop? I'm just like, bro, no one cares.
Hey man,
no one is reading,
the
man.
only way
Just
it would be
walk
racist
in.
if the other way around, if a black person went to the white barber shop.
Yeah.
That's now we're talking about some racism. Dude, I would love to see like white barbers, like some old white guy trying to cut black hair.
I swear.
So that'd be so fun.
Guy talks about, hey, can you line me up? the thoughts going through the white man's head when the guy says, line me up. Of that one video. Make my shit straight.
Dude, my Vietnamese barber that I went to one time, I was gonna go to him like recently, and my mom was like, "You can't go," and I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Dude, this guy he basically moved into a Korean salon, and within a month, he apparently took over the whole spot and is now jacked his price up from 25 to 45." I was like, "Bro, come on, man." It was a big uproar in the Vietnamese community.
My barber is also Vietnamese.
So true, man.
But she went and got pregnant, so you know.
Like
I
I
gotta
said,
wait till August to get a haircut.
it's good, bro. You can figure out if you're, you want to grow out your hair or not.
The answer is no.
Why not, man?
I figured it out. It's been too long.
Don't worry. I've grown my hair out for like 2 months, and I thought it was bad, but then I shaved, and then I was like, wow, you know what? It's not actually that bad.
Hey, Sarfraz, it's been 2 months.
Okay, same with me, buddy. What do you want me to say?
It ain't looking good.
It is, bro.
The back is the worst part.
The back? My back looks... The back of my hair looks like I'm ready
when
to
you
grow a
could
mullet,
feasibly
but
pull off a mullet if you got rid of the sides. That's when
Dude.
it's time to get.
That's what I'm at right now.
Speaking of going to the white hair,
Those dudes can cut
Hey,
you
man.
right, but...
clean up my neck, bro. Desperate. She lives in my neighborhood, so I might text her and ask her if I can just like go to her house.
You might be like, shut the fuck up.
No, she's a friend of my brother. They went to like middle school together, I think.
Yeah, that's real, man. Real eats.
She had a baby with a white man, so for us.
What do you want me to
Oh, man.
say, bro?